Hey guys, it's me. I'm sorry that it's taken so long for me to make this video between raising my son, trying to get this divorce over with, and working my job. I just really haven't had a whole lot of time to do much, but I have a little free time now, so I thought I'd get it out of the way. Um, this avatar's name is Ozul. She's part of a four-way collaboration. Um, this one is by Loki's Vanity. I'll leave the link below. Uh, when I saw the showcase for these avatars, I knew I had to have them because they looked like gaming cinematics, and I was just awestruck. They were just dropped June 9th, and they're totally worth buying. Um, she looks stunning in game, absolutely stunning. But moving on, this is going to be an updated skin tutorial for tattoos and emissions, and yeah. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna find the skin. We're just going to click on the body because it's the easiest way for you to get there if you don't know what you're doing. You're going to go to the body skin here. Usually it just says body. If you've already uploaded it or whatever, just unlock the shader. Wait for it to unlock. Alright, so now that it's unlocked, you're going to come down to the main menu here. You're going to go down to color and alpha. You're going to click on this little box right here that says main texture. You're going to find the highlighted texture, which is going to be, for me, this NPF Fit I like to call it dark elf face. I'm going to right click it. I'm going to hit open. And then I'm going to right click this again, the image. And I'm going to go to open with. And then I prefer to use GIMP because it is a free tool that everybody can use. So we're going to use GIMP. And there she is. Okay, so it's easier for you to do it starting in the project also because what's going to end up happening is you're going to be able to just overwrite the main copy, which is going to put what you want on her immediately instead of having to keep like importing new files with what you have on them and then having to put them on there and cluttering your project. So let me just take her down a little bit so you can see her skin a little better. I will use this free real estate right here. Alright, so this is the Zenpia base skin map. As you can see, I picked a random image to go ahead and use as a tattoo to show this. So what we're going to do first is you're going to go to layer, new layer, make sure that it's set to fill with transparency, hit OK, and then boom. Over here on the right, you have two layers. So you're never going to put anything on your base layer. Your base layer is just going to stay there. This layer, however, is what you're going to start putting your tattoos onto, so make sure that you have this layer selected. So we're going to see I picked this random image right here for a tattoo. If you can find an image that already has a transparent background, even better, that makes it easier for you. But some of the best tattoos come from images that do not have transparent backgrounds. So all you're going to do is you're going to go over here to this tool right here, fuzzy select. You're going to click it, and then you're going to come over here, and you're just going to click on her. You're not going to have everything. You might have to zoom in and out to get all the bits and bobs to make her look right, which is a little tedious and annoying. Sometimes you're going to get that, and you're just going to get the white pieces, which is even more annoying, so you're going to undo the fuzzy select. In my case, I do have to zoom in for it, so that's a lot of fun. I also apologize if I sound like I'm breathing weird. My AC is currently broken. I live in Florida, so it is hot as heck right now, and I'm just trying to defrost it so I can get my son tomorrow without having to worry about him being in a home without AC. So here we go. Hope I did it. I'm going to go over here and up my threshold on the right, see if that helps me out a little bit. There we go. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to edit, I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to go back to my skin, I'm going to make sure I have my transparent layer selected. I'm going to go over to my move tool, I'm going to come back over to the image, and I'm going to right click, I'm going to go to edit, and I'm going to go to paste. There she is. So I'm going to put her right here. I'm going to hit overwrite. I'm going to go to file and then hit overwrite. You're going to see the progress bar down here. And as soon as it's done, you can just click over to your project and it should be updating to it. Alright, now that it's done, let's go back to our project. Here it is updating, and there is our little archer girl. Okay, so that is how you put tattoos on your skin to customize your avatars. Now let me show you why using separate layers is important for this. So we're going to go ahead and just click off of her to anchor her down to this layer. We're going to hide the base layer, and we're going to make sure this is clicked again. You're going to go to colorize. We're going to go, well, color and then colorize. And then we're going to go to color palette and we're going to make her white. So, pay very close attention to this part. What we're going to do instead of overwriting is we're going to go to File, Export As, and then this is going to be in the same file. So what we're going to do is just add a little identifier so we know where she is. And we're going to export, go back to your project, and then here it is. So what this just did is this just made you an easy emission map. So you're going to click her body again, and you could do this with faces, eyes, you could do this with anything for emission maps, clothes, whatever you want. We're going to scroll all the way down to, not there, special effects, go to emission, enable your emission. It might take a minute. And then you're going to take this emission map that you just made and you're going to put it in the mask, the emission mask section. You're going to put your emission strength to whatever you want. I usually do like 1.9. And boom, you have an emission. So you can make this emission color whatever you want, you know. And what this will do is this will make it to where this tattoo will glow this color in the dark. In fact, can I show you? Okay, that kind of shows it. That's a little darker, so you can kind of see how it's glowing. But if you want to make it a little bit fancier, right? Let's say you have some matte caps you like. There, I have to have some random matte caps over here. Okay, perfect. Perfect, okay. So you take the matte caps you want. Let's go with this one because it looks real pretty. You could put it in the emission, whatever here. You could still do whatever colors you want because it's just going to give it kind of like depth, as you can see. She looks shiny now. You can use this to also, so you could keep it still and just have her look shiny like that, and then when you move around it kind of like moves with you a little bit. Or you can come down here, make it a little fancier. I like to do sin route emissions a lot, but I will always put it down to like 1 or 1.5. I just think it looks a little, I don't know, a little better, a little less busy. Some people like to do the scrolling emissions or the blinking emissions. You know, it really just comes down to a preference. What I like to do personally is I like to do my center out emissions. I'll go down to the other emission here. I will click her. I'll put another emissive on it. And then go back to my emission map. I'll put it here. Set this to 1.9. I'll put this as white. Right? And then I will come down to center out here. And I'll also put it at 1.5. And then there. Then you have like two different little effects that kind of mix together in it. It's nice using like diamond effects and stuff for it because it gives it more of a textured feel, but this is nice too. I think the darker ones, yeah, like that's even prettier. Or you could not do the center on emission, and then you just have constantly a pretty emission there with the center out coming every once in a while. Yeah. So that is how you do tattoo work and very quick emission work for any skin map, any assets you want to do it for. You could do it for the wings, you could do it for clothes or bras or eyes or lips or anything you want. You just have to find the right map in your project and you're done. It takes literally seconds. I'm sorry it took me so long to upload this video. I hope it made enough sense. And if you have any other questions, let me know and have a great day. Take care, everybody. Bye. Hey, sorry for adding this here, but in editing I just thought about this. Please make sure that before you start doing your emission maps and stuff that you finish your tattoo map so that that way you can use the overwrite system 100% of the time instead of having to, again, re-import different skin files including your project, and then you could take the entire tattoo map and make an emission map for it. Also, you can take these emission maps and you can make them into glitter maps as well. So for example, if I wanted to put glitter on this tattoo, I would go down to the special effects again. It's going to be under the emissions, right here. Alright, so here's the glitter. Right? Enable it. Might take a minute. Alright, cool. Glitter. Lots of... Apparently no glitter yet. Oh, that's why, because it's done nothing. Alright. Oh no, look, chaotic glitter everywhere. Ah, what are we going to do about that? Oh no. But what you're going to do is you're going to go back up to your emission mask. And you're going to go back down to the glitter. You're going to put it in the mask. And then all of a sudden, it is limited to just the tattoo. You can make your glitter do all sorts of things. You can make it just jitter. You could make it look a little like sequins. You know, whatever you want. Just play around, figure out what you like. There was one other thing. Sometimes your tattoos are gonna start looking kind of muddied and like pixelated. There's a quick fix. I already did it on mine, but you could try it on yours and you'll see how much better it looks. Click on the actual texture you're using. Go over to the right, look for compression, and instead of normal quality or low quality, go with high quality and then hit apply. Make sure you also do that for your emission map, and then the edges should look quite a bit crisper and cleaner, and then when you zoom out, it looks a lot better. Alright, that's it. Now, for real, have a great day. Until next time, and that's all, folks. Bye-bye.